Steve, I want to move you to my favorite topic, the WNBA, and it seems like things are coming to a head here with these collective bargaining agreement,
Hate that.
and it seems like it's going to split. I don't think most people are recognizing this, but the white girls are ready to end this whole deal and sign the deal. They don't want to. They don't want to strike. The black girls are still holding out and they're oppressed and they want to play this to the bust. You got Kelsey Plum, you got Brianna Stewart basically saying, hey, look, we need to play this season. It's important. We don't need to strike. And then you have ladies like Natasha Cloud. So, do we have a picture of Brianna Stewart, by the way? Yeah. Hold on. Grab a picture of Brianna Stewart. Grab a picture of Kelsey Plum. And then, there's some pictures of Brianna Stewart where she's pretty manly. She dresses as a man. She's a lesbian. But I want to juxtapose, like, all we need is Kelsey Plum. I'm sorry, we don't need Brianna Stewart. Kelsey Plum versus Natasha Cloud. This is the New York Liberty, I believe, point guard. Are we ready? Can we play the clip of the New York Liberty point guard? Yeah, let's play the clip of Natasha Cloud talking about what she wants to have happen.
Are still not making enough. That middleman potentially still not making enough for housing to also be taken off of the table. You all know this New York market. That $200,000 jump that players are going to make, that's before taxes. That's before what they would have to pay for a potential housing market in the state of New York. So I still am focused on our middleman again. I think it's a starting point. I'm happy with them finally coming back to us with a proposal, but I think there's a lot more that we can do to protect our middleman, even with our jump of salary.
That is the black Megan Rapinoe there, still drawing a hard line in the sand about this. And so we could end up with a strike because the black girls won't finally fold shop and say enough is enough. And the white girls are like, hey, let's get this money. We've cut a hell of a deal. We play 40 games. No one really cares about us other than Caitlin Clark. We've done enough here. The white girls are like, we've done enough. We're getting away with highway murder. Are the black women capable of talking them into jumping off the bridge?
First of all, I want to rebuke what that stud said. The average American salary is about what, 55 to 60,000.
Yeah.
No one is going to feel sorry for someone that cannot live within their means at 200,000 before or after taxes. Bottom line, I told you this 3 years ago, and people gave me heat. Once again, I'm ahead of the game. They're the most unlikable league with the most unlikable participants by far. So let me get this straight, Jason. Because I've been listening to some Ben Daniel, John the Liquidator. Got to bring those guys back. So I have been, seriously. I've been
Op
getting my.
Nation.
Yeah, oh, well, that's my guy. Ah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
my guy.
Oc's probably watching right now. He DMs me all the time on Twitter. Oc,
Me too. Yeah.
love you. Yeah.
So you're saying that the white girls are being reasonable and mature and they're going to rescue this. They're going to pull them back, right?
Yes.
Meanwhile, the other side is going to just be a hard line and just sink this whole thing. Okay, with that said, my two choices, I got to roll with the sisters. Black girl magic. Stay strong. Stay strong, women. Come on. The fearless audience needs you. Hold the line, please.
I'm almost there with you. I'm almost there with you, but
Oh,
I do
really?
want my Caitlin Clark back. I do
That's the
want
thing.
to watch Caitlin drain some threes and hopefully play more efficiently. But I'm just gonna say that as confident, like they've done an amazing job. Some of these women are gonna get paid $1 million,
Right.
and for a 44 game season that no one watches, they're going to be vastly overpaid. They're flying private to
Yeah.
these games in a league that it doesn't really matter. And it's not surprising that there are some women in this league, like that Natasha Cloud wants to be a man. She's dressed up as a man. She lives in fantasy land 24/7. I'm not surprised. And there's a bunch of other players like that in the WNBA that those players are illogical and will push this to the brink. Because again, it's not about making money. It's not about being treated fairly. It's about staying on message and proving that they're oppressed and that the white man and the white woman is oppressing them. They'll blow this thing up. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, Jason, as a sports fan, me and you lived with a lot of strikes, right? There was the NFL strike in the early 80s and 87 where they brought in the replacements. That was awful. 1994, me and Tony Gwynn, we were on our way to 400 and they pulled the plug on us. Terrible, right? So we all regret it. So there's, even with the NBA, whatever labor strife they have, there's still a group of fans, a large majority of people, or a group of people that would miss the NBA. Can we be honest, Jason? It's a sliver of the American population that would actually care if the WNBA sat out, locked out, or just struck, right? So they better be careful here what they wish.
I want to play this clip of Taylor Rooks, who works for Amazon Prime, and she's the new it girl. She's the next Carissa Thompson. She's the next Erin Andrews. She's the next big star. But, she doesn't seem to have a problem with this strip club night. So it's like, if the women aren't complaining, why should the men? Let's play the clip.
That was my first strip club experience. Okay. Good times.
All right, let's do a demo. Let's run through it.
I was in awe. Let me tell you that. You see some things in there that make you say, wow. It's great. No favorite Magic City stories. That's what this is.
They tried his
Never
wings.
been. Never been.
They tried his wings.
No, were you all more cheetah guys? You were.
What was your flight?
I was Four Seasons guy, resting for the game.
Got it.
The next night.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this. Because I'm a former strip club addict, but nothing is left private anymore. Nothing is beyond the pale. Everything is mainstream now, including strip clubs. Am I just an old man, or am I just out of the loop? Should I just go with the flow?
First of all, Jason, you don't have to say addict. That sounds a little harsh. That's like if you're on cocaine, you're an addict. I would say you were more of a connoisseur.
I would say addict.
Yeah, things got really uncomfortable on that set. I mean, let's be honest. Unless your name was AC and Green, you were going to the same clubs. Let's be honest. Look, we know the reality of life on the road. Okay? I don't think anyone is that naive anymore. But I think there's a fine line between acknowledging it and then amplifying it to this level where it's uncomfortable. I mean, a lot of those guys may be married now. And I'm thinking
so is Taylor Rooks.
Yeah, and so, and by the way, ladies, there's nothing empowering about you saying you're ever at a strip club. Honestly, they're so empowering. In what way? I don't really know how. With that said, this is the society that we are in now, and I've said this before. Sports mirrors society, and society mirrors sports.
Steve, we're living in a world where 4 people, 3 men and 1 woman, are having a discussion, and only the woman is bold enough to say, hey, I've been to a strip club, and, I've been to Magic City, blah, blah, where the men are actually embarrassed, won't admit to it, won't cop to it. And this is the mainstream media. I know it's Amazon Prime, but this is the mainstream media. This is the brand promoting the NBA, or the company or the media platform promoting the NBA. And look, the race card has been played over Twitter. That never takes long, and it doesn't take much impetus. But this whole branding of this is black culture, and I'm like, the NBA has 20%, 25% white players. They probably have 96% white in-house, in-arena fans, half the coaches, the executives. This whole deal that the NBA is this black league and that strip clubs are part of black culture, none of it adds up. None of it is based in reality, in my opinion.
It may not be, but I wonder. We should look up the Atlanta Hawks attendance. Like, where does it rank? Like, are they having problems getting people consistently into that building? Look, you do anything you can, but I remember they used to just give away pennants, foam fingers. They never give away a pole. It is a new one. I look back. That got me thinking. One of Chris Rock's most famous riffs, when he was still funny and bold, he said, as a father, what's our number one goal as a father? Keep them off the pole. Think about it. So that was what, 96, 97, right? Late 90s. So if you would have told me, Steve, freeze right there, and in less than 30 years, we are going to have NBA franchises have basically a strip club night. Would you think about that or look upon that as progress or degradation of our society?